Rusty, Tom Walsh here. As our mutual client used to say, there's been a lot of water on ducks' backs in 42 years. Here's to those memories. Having many cherished days together, I could share lots of highlights. I think just a dirty dozen will do. You were very kind to me at my retirement. I promise not to share many things tonight, but you will recognize all of these phrases, like the gremlin, the memo difference, the lost weekend. There's always a few bulls in there. So, number 12. You started at PW when you were just 19 years old. Oh my goodness, 19. That's why we had to park you overseas several times so you could age up like a fine wine. Number 11. You truly have more business cards than anyone in the history of PwC. Number 10. Do you remember your first client? Tampa General Hospital. Your personnel report was so bad you were almost fired. True story. We wouldn't be here farewelling you tonight. But number 9, the Tampa Mafia. Ross, Franklin, Corbley, and Walsh worked with you to resurrect your career, and you took it from there to be a global client service leader. Well done. Number 8. You drank lots of Nashville shooters at Fridays as a staff, with the likes of Johnny Rotten, Maddie, and Petey. Just think, if you had invested all that money you drank, you could have retired, 15 years ago? Number 7. When you worked on a New York Stock Exchange client in Tallahassee, you often strolled in late morning to drink a half a cup of black coffee so you could recover from the previous night. The CFO actually started tracking your entrances with a time card that he shared with the audit partner. That's classic Rusty Nelligan before Helen. Number 6, the tour of duty in Curacao. You were stung by a scorpion and almost died, not to mention being robbed and destroying a rental car. An outstanding 6-month stint. But since you were still so young, we shipped you off to Stockholm. I think your record there was okay, but the highlight was you met Helen, who was a PW staff, at your farewell party when you were moving on to The Hague. Was that your lucky day or what? Of course you remember your time in The Hague. Your performance report there was so bad, we had to shred it when you returned to give you a chance to make partner. Another true story. You did have the last laugh, as the partner who wrote that report was later fired by the firm for cheating on his expense report. Number 5, before and after Helen. You went to Stockholm a bachelor and took your Corvette. You returned with Helen to Tampa, married, driving a Volkswagen Rabbit, I think. We all give thanks to Helen for finally teaching you some common sense. Number 4. How in the world did you become a global insurance leader? It started being the manager on Legal & General, and your only experience was doing the cash section on a tiny insurance company in Tampa. Amazing. But you took that onward and upward to Cigna, Swiss Re, and AXA from a very humble start. Number 3, audacious. You showed that same audacity in telling the biggest bank audit client in the Washington, D.C. office that you and I were like the Blues Brothers in doing their audit. We're on a mission from God. Number 2, it's 1994. Coleman Ross certainly would have transferred you to New York instead of London to work on the Equitable and AXA. But you whined and pleaded with me to take the New York role. I could say you still owe me for that one. But it did work out super for both of us, didn't it? And number 1, I think I have more emails from you that use this phrase than any other. Usually when you were trying to reach someone on an important issue, and they're off on a sabbatical or at Davos or some other boondoggle. But starting July 1, the doctor is out, finally applies to you. So good luck to Helen, your family, and you. Adios, my friend. I'll catch you on the flip side.